has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. About Wilder in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Defense is not an option for these two. A straight right just misses. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Beautiful counter shot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Jab slightly off target. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout with...
Let's start the 6th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Both men step back for just a moment. punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's all offense all the time. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. How about that time counter shot? Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come on, though, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good man, good man.
It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Right. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round. It's the same again. Don't change.
Take the round off, win the round on your jab, and breathe while you're stepping around. Have you got complacent?
Round 8, and we're off again. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Swing and a miss with the jab. punches have to hurt. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. Which fighter will say no mas? No rest for the weary. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.